When we have a huge success story as big as and as popular as Tesla, it is natural for all of us to talk about it. And we all are students of these disruptive ideas, innovation, and you know, a life changing event in the history of humankind. So, we are talking about a company which has, in a way, changed a lot of things. It is known for the disruption it has caused. Before we start more into that, let's talk about some general aspects. How do you judge a company? Is it their profit margins? Is it their stakeholders' interest? Or is that the disruptive idea which appeals to you? Or in general, if a company or an idea makes huge contribution in the humankind, society, or life in general. So we are talking about a company called Tesla, which has in a way changed our perception towards the world. We can solve very critical problems which we have observed, contributed immensely over last 50-60 years. We relied on fossil fuel based energy for a very long period of time, resulting in a lot of carbon production, and these carbon emissions has damaged our environment badly. Now, maybe with the technological advancement, we have the opportunity to fix some of the wrongdoings we have been doing. So, would we be able to do that? That's a different topic. We shall definitely watch this space for more information on that. So, in a sense, this whole story around clean energy, the movement around climate change, Tesla is a huge contributory to that fact. And maybe some other day we will have many other companies which follow and which will follow this trajectory towards the cleaner energy segment. So, to see this evolution, we will need to hope and pray that things fall in line and things get better with the time. So, that set aside, we will also talk about some of the facts. So, in the first part of the video, I just touched upon some of the human aspects around Tesla and its evolution. But in the second part, I want to talk about some of the hardcore data and understand how good a business Tesla has built over the period of, let's say, last 10 years, right? So it is important to see those all aspects together. Before we talk about Tesla and its numbers, we need to understand how the company is faring in terms of sales, in terms of potential targeting of customers, the craze which is there for Tesla cars in general. We need to look at them in perspective. So if we are too excited, maybe we don't look at some of the minute details, and then we make a lot of mistakes, right? Let us see some of these numbers. 1. Toyota, which is the number one brand in the world right now, sold around 9.5 million cars. Did you hear me right? 9.5 million cars around the world. Volkswagen, which is not far behind, sold around 9.3 million cars around the world. Likewise, there are various other companies which are very prominent names. They may not be able to sell the volume, but they are very significant player in their respective domain. Ford is one such name, GM is another name, Honda, and many other similar names. So if we look at their combined cumulative market share, that falls around 300 to 400 billion at max. Somewhat little bit higher or maybe lower. But this tells us a story. First, how automobile industry is faring in terms of their market share despite selling a very high number of vehicles. Tesla, in contrast, sells only about 500,000 cars in 2020, and they were able to grow around 700% within 1 year. So when the pandemic started, they were let's say at the end of 2019, around December, they had a market capital of 40, not 45, it was I think in May 2020 their market cap was around 45 billion, but by the end of December they reached around 75 billion dollars. So from 75 billion dollars they reached 750 billion dollars in their market cap, resulting in huge profit for their investors. One of the investors who became the richest person on 10th of January because of this Tesla move was none other than Mr. Elon Musk himself. He replaced Mr. Jeff Bezos of Amazon as world's richest person. Would you believe it? In 1 year's growth itself, Tesla gave us the world's richest person, though it was for maybe just one day, but that was a significant push or a move which can tell you about the potential this company has. So this has happened despite a lot of challenges in 2020. We have seen many businesses around the world shut their doors. Some of them cut costs through various means, and Tesla on the other hand was growing by leap and bounds in that 1 year time frame. So do you still have some more doubts? I hope not, but if you still, then look at the craze for Tesla around the world, and they are reciprocating this by expanding very fast. For example, they expanded to not US, sorry for that, they expanded to Canada, Mexico, Europe, China, and the latest one is India. Their India plans are going very fast, and they want to launch their vehicles somewhere by mid of 2021 or maybe by third quarter of 2021 in India. So that speaks about their priorities as far as market tapping new markets are concerned. Their growth momentum they have received, they want to capitalize and build on to this, and they want to make sure that they are present everywhere, every market what matters, right? So there are various things which are giving Tesla such a wide appeal, right? One of the key factor America is very bullish on Tesla is, for about 100 years there has not been any automobile company or a new automobile company first of all listed and has shown the potential to scale at a rapid pace which Tesla has shown us. The second aspect is little bit human again. Humans have a tendency to follow some leaders. So far in last 10-15 years, Apple had taken that space, and Apple was doing all the disruption, innovation, and others were following, right? So Apple was considered the tech innovator in last 10 15 years, but looks like over last 4 5 years Apple has been slow in innovating various products. So that space was being relinquished by Apple to some other new entrant, and Tesla jumped onto that, and now they are seen as the new Apple. They are seen or maybe Mr. Elon Musk is seen as a great, let's say, disruptor, visionary. In 2007 Steve Jobs had that kind of image. Now investor community, governments, all of us look Elon Musk like that. So Tesla has lot of things going very well for the company right now. One, the disruptive idea is very much there, alive and kicking. Second, the visionary boss in the form of Mr. Elon Musk is very active and is very popular. Third, their viability in terms of a profitable business. They posted a record sixth quarter of a profitable results. So that makes and positions Tesla at a very sweet spot, and these all traits are being recognized by investors, and that's why the growth which you have seen is there. However, at the higher end, at the top end, it has been little stagnant, or the prices have come down a little bit. But always remember, right, anytime the prices come down for these companies, they only come down to grow even bigger, right? So mark my words, Tesla will recover very quickly, right? And now there are few more things which Tesla has seen and evolved into. So Tesla understood that the climate change is a real issue, so they started diversifying into this space because they had electric battery technology, they had very good cars, battery operated cars. They expanded to cleaner energy with solar panels and solar roof panels, right? Now they have rebranded themselves as a cleaner energy company more than let's say a automobile company. That makes them very much beneficiary of all the push around the globe, moving away from fossil fuel based dependency to a cleaner energy space. So these all things are helping Tesla really grow very much. Now we will look into some of these numbers in terms of their execution capability and how they are faring, what is the potential they have, what aim they want to achieve in future. So going by the numbers we have of 2020, they sold about 499,550 cars in 2020 alone, right, which was at least around 30-35% higher than 2019 figures, which were around 367,500 cars. So that gives a roughly a 30% growth year on year. And if you look at the quarter on quarter proficiency they have brought in, they are looking like improving rapidly, understanding and learning from their own mistakes and growing very fast. In Q3 2020 they produced about 139,300 cars, and look at the Q4 figures of 2020, which is 180,000 570 cars they were able to sell in Q4 2020 itself, which is roughly about 30% quarter on quarter growth again. So that speaks a lot about how this company is changing, how they have optimized their production systems. They have built automated processes which can scale very quickly to produce more mass vehicles. And if we go by Elon Musk's own admission that he want to target a $25,000 dollar car, which will take them into proper mass segment. That means all the volume is into that segment itself of cars. And Elon Musk believes that with the advancement in the battery space, it is very much possible to really achieve this kind of cars. It is really possible to build a car in that price point. So the ambition to really enter into a mass market coupled with Tesla names gives them very high hopes. So it is not as if we don't see various challenges. I am very hopeful that when you look at the other aspects which we talk about in our next video, these are some of the challenges Tesla faces today, and we need to look on these aspects seriously, and that will make us more, I would say, complete in terms of knowing Tesla's in and out. So if you are somebody who is inspired by the business world, all the disruptive ideas and technology space, maybe you should stay connected, because you will get to hear a lot of interesting things around the world, what's happening in which business, and what are the disruptive ideas, changing, how they are changing our perspective towards world. We should come up with such similar topics here on. So take care, stay connected. Thank you.